Alright, we're back. Probably. And I'll move my mouse out of the screen again. So, you'll notice that I am no longer alive and missing all my souls. That's because in setting Mike up, I got invaded and killed while the screen was off.
I did it.
It was Mike. Oh yeah, also welcome Mike.
Hey, welcome to Mike.
We actually haven't even done our own introduction, so it's not really worth it.
I'm Nick.
I'm Cloud. Who are you? Whose house is this?
I don't know. This is just an empty house we invaded. Fuck.
Oh, no, wait, I'm Chris.
Yes, he's Chris.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
The cynical asshole is Chris.
Now we're going to get people confused again.
Oh, okay.
We're really all the same person.
Ouch. I hope not.
Ooh, that's dark thoughts.
Dark Souls.
Dark thoughts for Dark Souls.
Dark Souls is dark enough. Actually, well, while I'm down here, I could talk to the Onion Knight.
Oh, yeah. Might as well.
This guy's a cool bro. His name is... What is his name?
His name is... Siegfried? I think?
Sigmund? Something. He's just way too laid back for his own good.
Yeah, we'll find out. I don't know, I just know him as Onion Bro.
Yeah, this is Onion Bro.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, at least he's in good spirits about his eternal damnation.
Still closed. Still closed.
Onion Bro, or Siegmeyer, you take your pick, is a bit of a thinker. He's a tactical fighter.
I think I can see his face if I'm really lucky. I can't.
Oh, there's his hair. And an ear.
I don't know what that is. It's terrible.
That is the back side of his head, from the inside.
There it is.
Hey.
Oh, look, he's got a mustache.
He has a mustachio. Good man.
Wonderful.
I learned that trick from the internets.
Yes, well, Onion Bro is going to be a recurring NPC for us. He's going to show up. We'll follow him along on his own little quest, whatever that is.
He's always in the heat of battle.
Yeah, just like we saw him.
Yeah.
Well, and if he dies, you know he'll be good in a stir fry.
Well, to be fair, his tactics always work. Wait around until somebody else solves the problem.
That's classic NPC tactics in any good RPG.
I was like, yeah, I'll just wait for an adventurer.
You know, if your invader had been a more classy person,
He wouldn't
you would
have.
have realized that you were AFK and left.
There is a bit of an honor code amongst the cooler PvPers. They'll, you fight a certain way, you don't heal, stuff like that. You don't cheat people out. It's just not... Like, the game's been out too long to be an aggressive dick. And,
Well, I mean, don't forget your little...
I will not.
That's true, like, they are dicks, but that is, like, a perfectly legitimate way to play the game.
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong. You're just an asshole.
Yeah. And clearly you're okay with that, so... I say
yeah.
you as in whoever's invading.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it would also be wrong of me to assume people to act by that. You know, it's just it's a classy move, but you know,
You don't get anything.
you can't expect it. You know, there's no reason to expect it either.
So what Nick just picked up off the altar is something called a Firekeeper soul. Firekeepers are an element of lore in this setting. In every major bonfire, like the one right here, they have a firekeeper tending to the Nick picked up was the unfortunate soul of one who had expired.
And this is the Firekeeper for that one. It's actually their life force that keeps the fire going, so she doesn't have to physically go up there.
Which is good, because she's kind of stuck.
Yeah. And I'm going to use that soul to make my Estus Flask more effective.
Yes, indeed.
Because that's not dark at all.
Non-existence.
It basically, now you can see he has an Estus Flask +1. I
Who
believe
knows?
it goes up to 7,
Yeah, I think something like that.
which you can't even do until New Game Plus, but there you go. It just heals more with each swig now.
Which is useful, as you can imagine.
Yes, definitely. I had something else for the Firekeepers. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, if they die, the fire goes out.
Yes. Yeah, well, yeah, definitely, naturally. Damn, I had something else. Talk about something else while I remember.
Stir Fridays?
Starring the Onion Man.
It's actually funny that they in the lore they hate people referencing their armor as onion shaped because it's actually like they're proper knights, and like
Yeah.
their armor shape is like a point of pride. It's actually like a well designed thing to
Right.
deflect blows, but
Yeah.
it just looks like an onion. So people just
People give him shit. What? Yeah. I remember. I was just gonna say about our particular Firekeeper at Firelink Shrine, which is kind of like our main hub point in this game. Her name is Anastasia, I believe. And the reason she doesn't talk to you is because she doesn't have a tongue. I guess whoever stuck her at the shrine decided it would be better if she was one of the quiet types and just tended to her duty for essentially all eternity, since once you're undead, they're not kidding, you can't die really. The death is more like brain death, mind death, soul death, whatever you want is kind of your end game.
well, I don't know. I think Firekeepers can die though,
Whoa.
because Firekeepers dying stay dead.
Well, no, I mean as she can't like age and die.
Right. I think that might be a Firekeeper thing. I don't know if the Firekeepers are undead.
I think so. I don't remember why I do though, so I'll just leave that as an open point.
Because if a Firekeeper dies, you'll never see an undead version of them running around. They're dead. They will never come back. Like you'll pick up their soul and they'll be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I obviously am just speculating at this point. A lot of this game's lore is speculation, so cool stuff. I like the game because it doesn't just feed you. It doesn't spoon feed you every plot point. It's like, I don't know. What do you think happens?
Yeah, it's probably a thing. Things are probably much simpler than you think, but you'll never know. It's almost better, I think, sometimes than having a very convoluted plot. Much as I love games like, say, Metal Gear or Kingdom Hearts.
Well, you gotta have that variety, or just you get sick of it.
True.
I wouldn't want to do this kind of thing all the time either.
I probably would. But to each his own.
Speaking of which, new friend.
Oh, still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
Oh, you're helpful.
Yeah,
Handy dandy.
I got the mystery key earlier, and now I can help him. By the way, I'd like to point out that I took out all those red dudes, like no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're welcome.
Sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he has a very warm,
Yes, very sorry.
congenial tone.
Your reward will have to wait. I've just been freed. Allow me some time.
No problem. No problem. You're a trustworthy dude. I like you.
Give him one more chat.
One more chat? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
I am free. Now, I can get back to work.
So he's a nice guy, and he's a busy guy. He's trying to help everyone out.
Do you think he's like a dentist or something?
Oh yeah, probably. Or maybe a straight up doctor.
What kind of doctor?
Surgeon?
Like a foot doctor?
Why would you think he's a foot doctor?
What do they call that? A
Podiatrist?
Podiatrist? Is he a podiatrist?
Maybe. I've been running around human this entire time in this boss area that I haven't killed yet. So I've been pretty lucky not getting invaded again. Yeah, still human.
Double check. Well, that just means you'll be able to summon an ally for the boss.
That's right. Time to bring in our old and favorite friend, Mr. Sunbro himself, Knight Solaire. There's actually not another summon sign up here. I was expecting there to be.
I mean,
Oh, you
unless
go
it's
back
a
down.
player's. There's another NPC you can summon for this fight is the guy we just saved, Lautrec.
For this fight?
Yes.
Really?
If you go down the ladder there, not down the second ladder. It's not showing up right now because we haven't revisited Firelink Shrine to allow Lautrec to respawn, but he would have a sign there.
Oh, Solaire, buddy, you're in my way. So there we are.
Much has been said about how Dark Souls has kind of a very modular difficulty, and I think the Gargoyles fight we're about to go into is like the perfect example of that. Because your first time through the game, you just go through here solo, it can be a lot more difficult than you realize.
Swallowed so many flies.
What are you doing? It's the middle of the day.
He's a gargoyle, man, not a vampire.
Listen, the show Gargoyles taught me that these guys are supposed to be stoned during
That's
the
what I'm talking about.
And what I was getting at that point of modular difficulty is to make it easier for yourself, one of the things you can do is summon Solaire here. It's actually very useful in this fight, usually.
As you can see.
Yeah.
Simply
But
by
of
being
course, you can summon Lautrec as well if you've managed to rescue him.
Nice tap.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, Nick's trying to cut off his tail.
Don't forget to carve it.
Not for any reason, but
It grants him a little weapon there.
yeah,
Hey.
it's nifty.
He's about to get burned now, Nick.
See, he's summoned another friend too.
Luckily, this one starts with half his life.
Oh, he's also missing his tail.
Right.
Refusing to grant me an extra axe.
Another thing you can do to really decrease the difficulty of this battle for yourself, if you're needing help, is to, I don't know if anyone recalls, but way back in Undead Bird, we picked up an item called Gold Kindness. And it basically gives your weapon a temporary lightning elemental effect, which the gargoyles happen to be extremely weak to. So if you combine those with some summon fights,
Oh, yes.
this fight's a joke, even if you suck at this game.
That's why you can tell that Solaire's lightning shots were especially effective.
Yep.
That's why he's the guy to be with. And he gave me a nice little helmet. It's actually a decent helmet.
You got a new hat.
I got a new hat. New hat for me. I actually have a ring. I mean, no.
Was this Team Fortress?
Them hats.
New hat.
So you have to pay for that. I say it like I'm someone who knows anything about Team Fortress.
Different rings have different effects. Right now you see that little dark, or that little humanity symbol underneath my health. And that's an indication that I'm wearing a ring of sacrifice. Basically, when I die, I'll keep all my humanity and souls. I think the idea is kind of like I'm putting a different person, or I'm sacrificing the ring. The ring breaks when I die, so it's I don't know what the significance of using a humanity as that symbol. Is it like I'm putting another humanity in the line of fire or something?
Possibly that's what's up. Also, you won't be reverted to hollow state when you die either. I think
There's a rare ring of
I'm sure we'll
sacrifice.
that might be the rare ring.
Yeah, I don't know the
I
difference.
don't remember.
And now everyone online in this area is getting the sound of the chimes of bells, which is
Getting
cool.
paged.
That's cool.
Also, they
Someone's
can't
about to
invade.
do it right now.
Oh yeah, look at this guy. So theoretically, we should hear it in a little bit. I'm sure there's a delay.
Yeah, however long that takes.
Also, I can't be invaded in here anymore, which is useful because I'm very squishy right now.
And you've got a nice little packet of souls.
I do. Look at those. 15,000. What should I do with them? Oh, hey, this guy.
He wasn't here before.
No. Kind of creepy, right?
Nah.
What's up?
Greetings. I am Oswald of Kareem, the Palm. Thou appearest to lack faith. Yet magnanimous are the gods. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sins my domain.
He's a good guy. Actually, I'll let Chris probably understands this system better than I do. I'll let you take care of that.
What system?
The indictments.
Oh, yeah. When you invade someone's
You're not
game
welcome anytime.
and kill
It
them,
is only human to commit a sin.
What a nice guy.
it's very funny. When you invade someone's game and kill them, you accrue, I guess, negative karma. And if somebody purchases the indictment book from Oswald there, they can indict you once you've killed them. What this basically does is, forever and ever on that character, puts you on a hit list for a particular covenant. We haven't talked about covenants really yet. They're sort of like guilds, I suppose you could say. They represent like you aligning yourself to particular factions in the game. And when you are indicted, you will find yourself thusly hunted by people of the Dark Moon Covenant. Their basic theme is punishing sinners. So they'll appear as blue enemy phantoms in your world. That's how you know they're coming after you.
What's special about them? Can they invade like in an area that I've defeated the boss or something?
I think they can. Yes, I think as long as you're human, they can invade you at any time. I'm not 100% on that though.
I'm gonna start getting some vitality and endurance. Yeah.
There you go. That's what you get.
That's what I need. Hey, you notice my both red and green bar got a little bit bigger. Very useful stuff. I guess this would be a good time to kill the Moonlight Butterfly. I'm human.
Sure. So normally, the next strictly story-speaking thing to do in the game is to go ring that other Bell of Awakening. But if you're an intrepid gamer, like most of us are, you won't be able to avoid checking down every nook and cranny, and that'll lead you to this motherfucker. What he's called, the
Titanite Demon.
Titanite Demon, yes.
You have runes for your face.
Yes.
Yeah. Or maybe he had a head at one point and it's been shaved off. I really couldn't tell you.
You never see a whole one, if that's what you're wondering.
He does seem to be lacking a leg.
Yes.
Yeah. It would be kind of... These guys would be scary if they had a whole body. They're already kind of scary, to be honest.
Yeah, they're already
That'd be
strange.
less scary because then they'd be fully humanoid.
Well, I mean, like, I guess frightening, but I mean, powerful-wise.
Oh, right.
These guys, this guy is actually the easiest of them, but later in the game you'll find him that they just hit harder, move faster, jump harder, I guess, I don't know.
Jump harder.
Jump harder.
Also, what really gets you is that in future encounters with these guys, they are in much more closed and confined spaces, or at least limiting spaces. This one you have plenty of room to maneuver, escape, whatever. I don't know, if somebody's been very observant, because we haven't really mentioned it, you'll realize that Titanite is actually the name of those little weapon upgrade shards we've been picking up over the course of the game. And so you won't be surprised when, if Nick can kill this guy, he will drop an ore for us.
there's several different kinds of Titanite. Basically, they either correspond to a type of weapon it can upgrade, or a level of upgrade. So, like, if I go bring this weapon to +5, it'll stop requiring shards and start requiring chunks or something along those lines.
Large shards, then chunks, then finally a slab.
Things like Twinkling Titanite is usually for faith weapons.
No, not true. Incorrect.
Okay, well you could.
For faith weapons, and I believe also occult weapons, you're gonna want. Originally, you want like anything can be upgraded to level 5 with just your standard Titanite shards. After that, the faith weapons, I think maybe.
Green Titanite.
Yeah, green. Yeah, it's definitely green Titanite. I was just trying to think of what else might rely on it. I'm not sure. Maybe I think you might also need it to get your weapon. Not sure. Definitely faith weapons. So you need the green Titanite before you'll need white chunks and a white slab, I believe, to max out a faith weapon.
Oh hey, there we are, Demon Titanite. Actually, I can pull this up, and it can tell us a little bit about these duders. Right?
That's a Titanite chunk.
That is a chunk. That's not Demon Titanite at all. Demon Titanite, special Titanite from a faceless stone beast known as the Titanite Demon. When the nameless blacksmith deity passed from several slabs, great beasts arose. The power of Titanite remains in them. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Demon Titanite is Titanite. Demon Titanite is largely used for upgrading like boss weapons. Like you need it for, say, like nobody will know. I know this, but like Quelaag's swords or Ornstein's stuff, I believe.
I'll make as many of those as I can as I acquire the souls. They're kind of an effort to make, but you know they're really cool lore wise, and they look sweet. So you know.
I guess we should also clarify when you're upgrading just a weapon like we have been, making it +1 all the way up to +15 at the top end. All that does, more or less, is just increase its base damage. Maybe the scaling.
Sometimes it increases scaling.
Sometimes the scaling. But when we say a faith weapon, it's actually a bit different. It adds faith scaling to your weapon, even if it didn't normally have such a thing. This can also be done with intelligence to make magic weapons.
Hop, 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 hop. Oh shit! Right.
So the gist is it gives you different options for. You don't have to necessarily rely on just strength or dexterity for fighting melee. You can also have weapons that key off your casting stats. These are trees. Nick has grievously failed to mention that.
You were talking. I didn't want to talk over you, man.
Trees.
Bush people.
Bush people. Bushmen.
Bushmen.
They
gotta
also
turn
have
that bush.
wicked beans.
Speaking, by the way, we mentioned illusionary walls in this game, and I get to show you one now.
Psych.
There you go.
Wow, it was indeed illusionary.
Huzzah!
With no fanfare whatsoever, it vanishes.
Yeah, usually it makes a sound kind of bugged out or something there.
I've noticed that. I think it's like some patch maybe did it.
Took out the sound?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, like I said, this is off the beaten path. None of this is even remotely required of a player.
Yeah, I'm going down kind of a, this is all optional stuff, but it is, cool little, this is about the right time to go look at this stuff anyway.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I let that last guy get the jump on me because, I figured you guys should see what happens. But if you look close now, I can find these little bush guys buried up to their head, looking to ambush me. I can be like, "What's up?"
And they are quite surprised.
Yeah, so they're like, "Oh, my clever plan. Oh, hey, look."
Hey,
Oh.
it's the worthless one.
Yeah.
That will cure the bleeding status, which is pretty pointless in Dark Souls.
It builds up. Basically, It's actually very powerful, a very bad effect to have on you, but it builds up too quickly to use something like that.
Yes, if you recall the poison bar from a previous episode. Oh, there it is. Hey, that was very convenient. And that builds up all the way.
Oh, son of a-
look at that. Nick's so courteous.
Yes, I
And
did
totally
that.
intended for that
This,
to happen.
This is what happens when you're poisoned. Surprisingly, your life slowly drains.
Yes, and you can see the bar sticks around. It's yellow now and slowly decreasing to represent the poison duration. For bleed, you'll see a similar bar build up, but once it reaches max, it doesn't stick around. It just automatically will do a percentage amount of damage to you, usually about 30% of the weapon damage.
Okay,
So it hits you all at once.
This is a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I think there's a range on it. I can back up. He cast a spell on me. What you just saw was actually a miracle called Tranquil Walk of Peace. And it makes it so I can't move fast or roll or anything. It's pretty bad. It's like the worst debuff. Yeah. Also, because I had been poisoned, I had low enough life to be killed in one hit, which is cool.
But you had your ring on.
I did have my ring on. I wonder if that means I'm still healing. We get to check.
Yeah, we get to know now.
Okay, so I got my... Okay, yeah. No, I'm still human.
Weird. What does the
I don't know.
rare one do?
We'll find out. I'm sure I'll find one. But yeah, I'm still human. That's what the Ring of Sacrifice did for me. Go me.
Anyway.
Now that... Also, I'm going to try to get one of these. These guys are all looking to ambush me. And,
Nice.
listen, man.
Just practicing.
Yeah, I was just warming up. That's all. I'm stiff from dying. Why didn't none of those hit him?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't trigger everybody else.
No, because I didn't pull up the thing.
Oh, no, I just figured they would all jump out.
No, they already jump out when I do.
Naturally, if Nick had picked up that item, they'd all popped out of the ground and made a difficult situation.
Now, this item's actually fairly worthless. And if I pick it up, every time I cross this opening, they'll all come at me every time. And I'm just not going to bother with that. So,
It's just a soul item, I believe.
yeah, like a small one, too.
Right. One more point I wanted to make about bleeding. The meter for it builds up very quickly, meaning most of the time you won't even have the opportunity to use the blooded moss pumps,
Oh my
the
god.
blood red moss pumps.
Which is all I can seem to get from this place.
So it's a very, very useless item. Never clutter your... Nah, you don't want that scrub. You want Beatrice.
Well, I was going to get both.
Nah, he's just gonna weigh you down.
Oh, I was going to... I guess, yeah.
What's strange about it is though, just the way they handle. I guess the way they handled bleeding. In the previous game in this series, Demon Souls, bleeding was much like poison. It's something that would decrease over time. So items that cured it had a point. Now, not so much. And that's all Nick's going to get, apparently.
Yeah, this game is... I guess I said something wrong. It's
Why don't you?
not happy about my...
Why don't you go wake up Beatrice?
Because then if she dies before
Maybe she can do the man's work for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, that one better.
Yeah, the poison's actually...
He just needed his encouragement.
One heal would have done it before.
The poison, it seems like a small deal, like, when you just look at it, but it especially at lower levels, when you have less life to just, oh, your endurance comes back a lot slower, too, here.
Yes, it's very deadly. You'll want to keep that shield down as much as possible.
Yeah. I'm faster.
You were really,
These ragdolls are ridiculous.
holy crap.
And now, my good friend, Beatrice the Witch.
Witch Beatrice. Gosh, Nick.
Witch Beatrice? The Witch Beatrice.
Witch Beatrice.
The bitch waitress?
I'll fight Moonlight Butterfly, and then that'll be the episode, but...
Yeah, that's a good stuff.
Turn A Gundam needed.
Which Smeatress?
Hey, baby. Gonna help me
She's
out.
already trying to avoid you.
This guy again.
Oh, shit.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
I wish I get to choose who summoned me. That's terrible. Alright. Let's see what these guys are talking about. Try rolling. Thanks, buddy.
It's not wrong. It's just
Weakness, flee.
that. See, that's not helpful.
That's just straight up wrong.
Well, it's very hard to flee something you can't escape from.
Welcome to the Moonlight Butterfly, the optional boss in Dark Souls. One of several.
So you're gonna fight the nano machines that ended the world?
Yes.
Cool.
Ah, yes, I see the reference.
Is that a reference to something?
Yes,
Turn
it
A
is.
Gundam.
Oh, okay. I am slightly less versed in Gundam. Hey, start attacking.
So typically,
She hits it every once in a
if
while.
you are not, say, a mage, or I guess you could use your bow. Typically, you cannot damage this butterfly until it decides to land.
Also, as you notice, his damage, much of it goes right through my shield.
Right, magic damage has its own defense stat, completely separate of physical. It's something you can check on your armor and your shield screen.
And almost no shield has a 100% magic block that I know of.
I don't think anyone does. I think the best shield you can get for blocking magic is the crest shield. Which I think is like a cool 95.
Well, actually, the shield I build with the Moonlight Butterfly's soul might actually be decent.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, yes, there is.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there is.
A Moonlight Butterfly shield.
Yeah. It shoots like lasers and stuff.
I'm really confused.
Really? You never saw that?
If I have, I just don't remember it.
A quick Google search between episodes will.
Yeah. I know you can make a spear with its soul.
Yeah, you can make a spear and a shield, I believe.
Huh.
It's a unicorn butterfly.
Spells.
Die, unicorn butterfly.
It was a very pretty thing, so naturally Nick destroyed it,
Yes,
removed it from this world.
I
It really
lived.
doesn't fit in here at all.
I lived to destroy beauty.
It's a foreign body. It must be eliminated.
Well, actually, it makes a lot of sense when you. It was made by a character we'll meet later. It actually fits his aesthetic quite a bit, but yeah, that's later.
Oh, hey, whoa, it's the blacksmith.
You forget about him? Everyone forgets about him.
I didn't forget about him just for effect.
This is a dead blacksmith. This is what happens when blacksmiths die.
you should watch for this in real life. It is pretty amazing to see happen.
They just calcify instantly. They're like trolls.
It's amazing, like I said.
The Divine Ember is a thing that
Blacksmiths use embers in order to upgrade your weapons. The
Okay.
divine the divine ember is an ember you can give to Andre, the bushy bearded man we met earlier. And once you give it to him, you will be able to forge divine weapons that scale off of your faith stat.
and that is a thing I will certainly do next episode of Dark Souls.
Yes, next time. Goodbye.
Bye.